everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Chidi and this is the Diaspora Mom. So if you have been following my channel and you have been following the news, you would realize that Finland has been rated as one of the safest countries to live. It has also been rated as the happiest country in the world. It's very famous for having one of the best educational systems in the world. Also, in my video, I have told you a lot of the good sides of living in Finland. But like you all know, no country is perfect. So from the title of this video, I'm going to talk to you today about some of those not so rosy things you would experience when you live in Finland. So before I jump right into the topic, thank you to all my returning subscribers for always checking on my content. And if you are new in this channel, please consider hitting that subscription button and also the notification button so that you always get alert when I post these good J's. So the number one reason why Finland is not that rosy country is Finland is an expensive place to live. So guys, Finland is one of the most expensive countries in the world, except you're coming from countries like Norway. Of course, Norway is very expensive, like everyone knows. Or maybe you're coming from any of the Scandinavian countries, then you might not really feel how expensive Finland is. But otherwise, if you're coming from like the Eastern European countries or outside Europe, Finland is really very expensive. The rents are expensive, prices are like so high, or sometimes it's more than double of what you will buy in other countries, and the rents are high. And also, for example, when you talk about things like alcohol in Finland, the tax on alcohol is so high that the difference when you buy a bottle of alcohol in Finland and other countries can even be 3 times higher in Finland. The cost of food items, like I have shown in my previous videos, and if you have not watched it, I will put the link here so that you can go and watch the price of groceries in Finland, and you would find out that they are quite expensive. It could be because Finland does not really manufacture those themselves, and they have to export them from other countries, and that's why the country is expensive. And also, if you are working in Finland, the rate of taxation is really high. Like in Finland, is like the more you work, the more you pay. So sometimes, if you're coming from countries with less taxation system, then it might be frustrating for you the amount of money of your income that goes on taxation. So those are the things you have to, consider before moving to Finland. Have it in mind that Finland is an expensive country to live in. My number 2 reason is the weather. I'm sure you've been expecting this, but Finland is located in Northern Europe, like you all know. So the weather conditions can be really harsh, and there are more of the cold season in Finland throughout the year than the warm season. And it's not only cold, it's dark. So you have to also check up on that. And the temperatures in Finland during the winter can go as high as -30 degrees, which most countries, perhaps in Eastern Europe, don't even get up to that. So Finland is really cold and dark, and it starts from like October. I also have a video on that. You can also check it in the link below, how the Finnish weather is. And the weather is not really stable. It can really go from mild to really, cold temperature. So the weather in Finland is really cold, and, it comes with a lot of extra work. For example, during the times when there is snow, there are lots of extra work you have to do because you now have to dress more. You have to, pad up your clothes because it's very cold so that you don't feel cold outside. And you have to wear really warm shoes. You have to wear different kind of socks, like the wool socks and the wool hat. And also, if you have a car, you have to be charging your car in all the houses in Finland. If you pay for a parking space, so it usually comes with somewhere where you can charge your battery during the cold weather. So you have to charge your battery, otherwise some cars the batteries cannot stand when the temperature is really as high as -20 degrees. So if you charge your battery, then you're able to move no matter what the temperature is. And also, if there was a lot of snow, you have to clean your car, clean the glasses. If there is ice and it's frozen, you have to start your car, clean the ice, defrost the ice. There are really lots of jobs that comes with the snow season. And sometimes the snow, like just this last winter that just passed, it was really hectic because the snow was really much. And when the snow is falling all the time, those trucks, they don't come to remove the snow immediately. And a number of times my car got stuck in the snow, and you have to look for help somehow to push it. So those are some of the things, severe weather conditions, or harsh weather conditions rather, that you would face when you move to Finland. But that is not to discourage you, because summer in Finland is something that you really don't want to miss if you live in Finland. For example, right now it's summer and everybody is super happy, super excited. It doesn't really get dark that much anymore. We have sunlight, we have bright weather, and it's really awesome. The third reason is, don't move to Finland if you are not ready to learn one of the hardest languages in the world. Don't be discouraged. Like, don't move to Finland if you are not ready to learn Finnish language. So like or like you've heard, Finland is not an easy language to learn. Sometimes it has been compared to Japanese or Chinese language. It's not related to any language. Hardly you will see a word in Finland that is related to English or any other language. So it's just a different language of its own. So, and it's really quite difficult to learn. But the good thing is that in Finland, a lot of people speak English. And also in the buses or some official documents, even some of the government websites, they also put things in English. But that notwithstanding, even though you can manage somehow in Finland, even if you don't speak Finnish, but it is the best for you to live comfortably, happily, survive well and better if you are able to learn the language. And also, if you're able to learn the language, your chances of getting employed is increased. Because if you don't speak Finnish, then it's much more difficult for you to get a job, because those jobs that doesn't really require that much of Finnish is really competitive, because a lot of people who don't speak Finnish are seeking for the job. So if you speak Finnish, is an added advantage to you when you live in Finland. But who doesn't want to, learn a new language or a different language? I don't know, but if you're not ready, if you don't like languages, you're not ready to learn, then don't move to Finland, because it's best for you if you live in Finland, speak Finnish. And when you speak Finnish, then it's easier for you to get a Finnish citizenship, because you need to take the Finnish language exam and pass it before you are able to gain Finnish citizenship. So the next thing I want to talk about is, if you're really so much of an outgoing person and a person that likes friends, then you have to bear in mind that Finland is not like that. Finnish people are not all that friendly, even though foreigners can be friendly. It depends the kind of foreigners you meet. Sometimes these foreigners that have lived in Finland a long time, they have adopted that culture of keeping to themselves. So that's why if you move to Finland, if you're new in Finland, it's a little bit difficult to make friends. You have to, make extra effort to make friends. You have to be the one, to start the first. If you're really a social person, a friendly person, you have to be the one to work really hard to get yourself friends, because you know, people in Finland, they won't be the ones to talk to you first on most occasions. So you have to be the one to reach out to them first, talk to them, you know, make your friends, hang out. But it's not really, you know, for the first few early times, few months or so when you move to Finland, it's really going to be boring for you, because you're not going to really make that kind of close party friends like really easily. People keep a lot to themselves, and also, you know how the environment is, the working schedules, people are busy, and it's really not that easy to make friends in Finland. So that's, of course, in the end you're going to make a lot, as much friends as you want, and you're going to, you know, you might not really get back to your normal life of, you know, your normal social life, but at least you will make friends in Finland. Don't move to Finland if you are not a serious-minded person, like if you are not serious with things, because you would fall into trouble. To start with, the Finnish language, there is no word for please in Finland. There is no word for please in Finnish language. So if there is anything you did not do right in Finland, you cannot beg to get your way out, because there is no language you are going to use to say please. For example, let's say that, what can I say? Let's say that you were given an admission and you have a certain amount of time to accept the admission, and the deadline is on the 4th, and you couldn't make it on the 4th, and then you're coming on the 5th or on the 6th to, you know, to say like, oh, please, I couldn't make it. I didn't even know the deadline was 4th. I didn't pay attention to it. Oh, please. There's no word like please in Finland. So don't even think you will get what you want. No is no in Finland. So get ready. So the last one I'm going to talk about, and I hope it doesn't offend anyone, is that you should not come to Finland if you are not computer literate. Yes, that's just it. Because in Finland, everything, most of the things happen online, especially this coronavirus period. So it is more advised that, you know, you do most of the things that you are normally supposed to visit the offices. It's advised now that you do them online. So most things like paying bills and, you know, a lot of things like organizing your child's school or schedule, a lot of things happen online. So if you come to Finland and, you know, you don't know how to operate a computer, you know, you really need to learn it, because you have to use it. Your rent, you pay there. And sometimes if you sometimes, for example, when you're applying for something in Finland, sometimes it's cheaper to do it online, then you pay cheaper. But when you go to the office to do it, then you have to pay more, and you could pay as much as €100 extra, because you didn't do that stuff online. So most people in Finland are computer literate. Most things in Finland happen online. So before you move to Finland and you are not computer literate, you have to consider learning the computer before you move, so that life is a little bit less frustrating. So guys, that's where I'm going to end it for today. So you can see that there are also some not so rosy sides of Finland, but that notwithstanding, the good parts exceed the bad sides of living in Finland. As you can see, I'm here and I'm happy. So thank you guys for listening up to this extent, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.